What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is December 10th, 2025. I'm going to be going over the trade that I took today. I only took one setup. I'm going to explain it because it was a little bit of a different entry, but you can use this type of entry. And yeah, let's just get into it. Before we start, I want to show you guys that I sent this out right here. At the start of the day today, I was looking for longs to true day open. We had a news wick that manipulated there, which I'll show you right here. And when we got onto the call today at 8 o'clock, this is the price action that we were looking at. So we had this news wick, which you guys can see conveniently just happened to reject off of true day open, right? We also got this sweep of Asia low. All right, so what do we have now? We have this range, we have this high down to this low. All right, we've got this sweep. Now, you guys know how I visualize the market. If you don't, I will draw it out for you real quick. Whenever I'm trying to take a short setup, right, I'm looking for the market to obviously be in a downtrend or trending down. And it makes some kind of low. It pushes away from that low and it can do whatever, right? It can do whatever it wants. Now, when it comes back down and it takes out that low, right, instead of me looking for some kind of long, right, because this thing is going to fall, right, instead of me looking for some kind of long, I'm looking for a short-term pullback, right, a short-term pullback where more sellers are going to be added. When you learn trading, you're taught that liquidity sweep, right, this low gets taken, now we go up to the high, right? That only applies if structure aligns, right? Realistically, there are 4 scenarios that can happen every single day, and one of those 4 is always going to play out. And that's why I always just look at the market like this, because statistically, doing this and fading the session, I'm going to win way more. Right? Trust me, you will. You will. So the reason that this works is we got a pullback, right? And the market wants to go lower, right? It made a lower low, but it made a pullback, right? And then it would make a new lower low. Sorry. It would make a new lower low. Then it would make another pullback. Then it would make a new lower low, right? That's a downtrend. But why does this happen? How do I see it in my head? The way I envision this, right? It's like a slingshot. It's like a rubber band. I don't have anything I can show you because I don't use those things, but I don't have anything. It's like a rubber band, right? You pull it back and then it flicks and it flies, right? Same exact thing. You pull it back. This is the pullback. You pull it back and then it dumps, right? That's the way I see it, right? And the reason that this happens is that there are more sellers that are stepping in this area. All right, same exact thing applies if I am bullish, right? If the market is moving up, right, and it ends up making a high and then it pulls back from that high and it does its thing, right, and it comes up and it takes out that high, I'm not taking a short here. This is not going to happen, right? This happens in very specific cases. And if this happens, the way I would then approach it is by looking for something like this. Bang, 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 bang. I would enter, and then I would catch that move down. If that was to happen, but that didn't happen, right? What's going to happen is it's going to pull back, right? It's going to pull back to 0.618. This is one of the easiest ways for you to enter, right, that I teach, right? You can enter off of turtle soups as well, right? So if there's going to be some kind of low, right, and you want to get into the trade, and this trade today was a little bit more specific, and I'll talk about it. You can enter on a turtle soup. A lot of the times, what could happen, right? You can take this type of short. If you know it's going to go for the low, you can place an entry here at the turtle soup. And if you guys have traded my model, you guys have seen this a lot. Before you see that sweep, you see the market just go and it turtle soups some kind of high or some kind of low. Right before it, though, and it's pretty clear to see it. And once it turtle soups it, that's when you're able to take that trade and you would be able to catch that move. Now let's talk about the trade I took today. We have this high down to this low, right? Seeing my model, right? Look at this. We took out the low, we pull back, and then technically we should sell off again, right? So take a look at this. We took out the low here, Asia low, we pulled back, so technically we should sell off, right? Yes, but not yet. We didn't hit true day open yet, right? And that's our target every single pre-market. So what happens here? Take out that high, right? And this is my entry, guys. This is my entry. This bottom. 645. You see it? 645. Let's take a look. Getting in buys at 645, limit set. I sent it out at 805 in my chart ups. 805 I sent it out. 645. So I sent it out right here on the previous candle. Right? Next candle filled me. And yeah, we were in. I was actually in a tick above. If you guys take a look at the position that I sent out to them when it was right here, my entry was at 645.25. The reason that I was fine taking the trade here, and the reason that I didn't go and I didn't take this fib or that, right, is because it was already time for us to go. The market, the 8 o'clock just opened, right? I wasn't expecting for us, the market, to come down and rebalance this leg. I figured that if this was going to be a bearish pre-market, because my entire goal here was that we were going to be bearish from the start, I was just able to catch the long. I was able to catch the pullback, and that's a lot riskier because if you find yourself in a situation where you make that low, it takes the low, you don't always want to take these buys, right? You don't want to buy up here, and you know, like, okay, well, Ivan says it's going to go to 50%, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to hold it to 50% because guess what? Sometimes it's not going to make it there. Sometimes it's only going to make it to there, and then it's just going to go. Right? There's different ways to enter. There's imbalances. There are levels. There are volume profiles. There are nodes. Right? There are a lot of different ways that you can enter. So for me, I envisioned it like we were going to turtle soup this low, which was at 645.25, and then we would rip. So instantly, first candle was like this. Second candle went like that. It was kind of crazy. We were instantly in, and this would have been the break even, right? Yeah, price just ended up ripping, and it ran all the way to true day open, right? Which just so happened to be conveniently 50 points away. You guys peep that? 50 points around true day open, right? And we have our 12.5 point stop loss. So that gave us a 4R here, and we were able to run up a bag. You check out the Discord server, Profits channel. Abe made $21,000. Ali made 800, 600. No P&L here. 1207, 292. Beautiful, beautiful. It literally just went straight up. And, yeah, this is all from today. Banger day. I can't even lie to you. I think like 15, 20 people sent out wins here. But, yeah, really nice day. That was my trade. And then after we took out this, this high, first of all, I'm getting to it. Once I won, I didn't take any other trade, right? And I teach that. If you guys have watched my psychology videos, I talk about, okay, if you guys have made money, there's no reason for you to want to be on the charts, for you to make more money. There's absolutely no reason. If you're up for the day, take the money and run, right? And I had some people, and they just made the mistake. They made the mistake of still trading after they hit take profit. And they ended up giving back 2R after winning 4. So they're only up 2R, right? So it's just going to mess with your psyche because are you really going to stop when you're now only up 2R? Because you were up 4. I know how a gambler thinks. You're going to think that you can make it back, right? So just would you rather take 4 now or have an uncertain risk of you maybe making more, or you're walking out with 2, but you're feeling like shit, and that's going to lead you to doing it more, and then you're going to walk out with 0 or a blown account. Take the 4. Okay? Yeah. What can I say? I was bearish. Market's going to sell off. Hopefully keep selling off. Today we have FOMC, and yeah, that was my one trade on the day. It was very clean, 50 points, 2 true day open. After we took out Asia lows for a rebalance, also something to note, this was the 705 of this range, right? And after that got hit, bang, these sells printed to the lows. So that was my trade for the day. I hope you guys learned something from this. If you did, make sure you, let me know. I always read the comments. I try to respond to most. And yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord server, the link for that is in the description. But without further ado, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all on the TikTok live. Peace out.